Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode at Allie's Treasure Trove. Today we do have a new episode of Funko Versus. That is just a fun little segment here on the channel where I compare one Funko Pop to a different style of collectible of the same character. Now, it has been a while since I've done a new episode of this on the channel, and this one has actually been quite some time in the making. As soon as I saw this Mega House Gems figure of Grimmjow from Bleach get announced, I knew I wanted to do a Funko Versus. Now, you may recognize this box here from my Anime Fix haul from maybe about a month ago. Go ahead and link that video up there in the top right-hand corner. But I finally have the time to do a bit of a longer video today, take a look at some cool details on both of these figures, so that is why I am doing this today. Of course, I did not do the featured question comment thing that I do now here on the channel in Sunday's Alley Chat, just because I didn't feel like there'd be enough time between that video going live, you guys having enough time to watch, a 30 to 40 minute video, answer a question, and be ready for me to pick a comment by the time I'm filming here on Monday. Of course, these episodes are uploaded on Tuesdays, so I do film them on Monday. So, I will go ahead and do a comment for Thursday's Alley Plays. I'll be asking you guys a specific question throughout the video, so make sure to keep your ears open for when I mention that it is going to be for the chance to have your comment featured on screen on Thursday. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the Funko Pop here from the Bleach animation line. Of course, Grimmjow from Bleach. I did see that it seems like they're doing a reissuing of Grimmjow and Renji. They are both only two in the new line. Initially, we had Ichigo and Rukia. Now we have Grimmjow and Renji. And maybe since Funko is reissuing these two, I've seen they've been up for pre-order again on different websites. Maybe that means we'll be getting more in the future. So I'm very curious and hopeful that Funko does make more Bleach Pops. I'm really obsessed with the Naruto ones right now because I'm actually watching through Naruto for my first time ever, so I'm just running around. Whenever I have some free time, go and see if I can pick up some more. But I have all the Bleach ones, actually even have those Hot Topic exclusive pre-release ones and the old GameStop exclusive Hollow Form Ichigo. So if you guys would like to see me maybe show those off on the channel, go ahead and let me know in the comments. That's not our featured question, but go ahead and let me know anyways. So let me go ahead and swap camera positions here. Like I said, we're going to take a look at the Funko Pop, and then we're going to unbox my first ever Mega House Gems figure. I do actually have the Yoruichi on order. There was also an Ichigo. I wasn't too crazy about the pose, so I skipped it. Hopefully I don't regret that, because if I tend to get every single one from now on, I'll feel weird to not have that complete collection. But anyways, here we go. Let's open up this Funko Pop Grimmjow. Now this one's not in perfect shape, but it is what it is. I do try to have the box as nice as possible. There are some dents here on the back and on the top, but hey, just keeping it on the shelf still looks very good. And it looks like this one, I guess, maybe. I remember these dates were supposed to be like when they were made, so maybe 2018 here. Feels like it wasn't that long ago, but I guess if it was, it makes sense for them to do a reissuing. But like I said, I'm hopeful that means we will have more Bleach Funko Pops, especially since we are supposed to be getting finally animated the 1000-Year Blood War this year. So hopefully that still happens. I mean, it's only April, but, I'm like, come on, where's my anime? I'm waiting. Time's ticking, come on. But anyways, let me find something a little more flat. I do like, well, actually, it looks like I popped it up enough here that I can open it myself. Alright, of course, with Funko Pops, some of the time they stand up on their own, and sometimes they tend to fall over. Doesn't look like Grimmjow here has a stand, so hopefully he stands up. Alright, so he seems to stand up pretty well here. It looks like he has good balance. I've actually had some Funko Pops when they're open. If their head isn't like balanced 100% right, their legs will kind of bend. It's actually happened with a couple of my little mystery minis. I did have that Disney exclusive when they used to do those boxes. What was it, the Disney Treasures or whatever? I really like the little Woody one, but he did end up with the lean. I have heard you can actually stick them in boiling water to heat them up a bit and then straighten them back out. I've never tried it. It seems like, I don't know. Seems like that'd be too delicate of a procedure for me. I feel like I'd mess that up easily. But just, you might be able to find a YouTube video or two out there if you do have some Funko Pops with lean to be able to get them to stand up straight. But, of course, he does have this little bone thing there. All the Espadas have some sort of remnant of what they originally had in their Arrancar form. Does have, of course, his little, I don't know if you'd call it eyeshadow or a tattoo there. Not sure actually specifically which one it is, if it was actually Kubo expanded upon that, but I'll say tattoos on his face. Then, this one doesn't have the most wonderful paint job, but Does have a lot of detail here. Of course, his sword, his belt, and of course his crop top. Can't not have a crop top, I guess. And of course his little hollow hole there, which actually is a hole straight through the entire figure. Now you'd think they'd kind of cheap out there and like not have underneath where, you know, you can't really see inside. You'd think maybe it'd be like a half circle, but it is all the way through. I can see it go all the way through, and they even outlined on the inside. I can see the back of the hole. A little bit hard to describe here if you guys can't see it, but try and get it at an angle for you guys to look in there. I like that you can see. It's actually, they painted it white, his pants white, on the inside too, so you can see through, you can see the little white bit sticking out. I hope that is easy for you guys to see. Then of course his little shoes. Like I said, this one doesn't have the world's greatest paint job, but hey, $10 is $10. That is why the Funko Versus segment is just fun. It's just fun. I just wanted, when I was creating the segment, different segments here on the channel, the first ones I came up with were the Before You Buy, which I haven't done an episode of one of those in a while, but I really don't know what to do next, because a lot of those that I was doing the Before You Buys on actually have already released again. I guess this is kind of a Before You Buy, since there's a reissuing of this Funko Pop in particular. But also the Funko Versus just wanted a fun segment, comparing different collectibles, maybe introducing you guys to things you might not have known existed. I'm sure everyone knows about Funko Pops, but might not know about some of these other things, like the Kotobukiya artifact statues, or what you will see here, Mega House Gems. Why did I close this up without putting... Why did I close this up in general? Because I'll have to reopen this to put Grimmjow back in. But I think that's as much as we can look at a Funko Pop for, you know. Somehow this video is already 7 minutes long. Don't know what I've done. But let's go ahead. I'm actually going to go into full screen view here. And we are going to be taking a look here. Like I said, my first ever gems. I've been looking at a lot of Naruto ones too. I'm hopeful to get the Anbu Days Kakashi one. Looks like they're reissuing that original Kazekage Gaara too, so I'll try and pick those up when they come in. Like I said, do have the Yoruichi on pre-order as well. She has her cat. She has a very beautiful pose, so I will definitely be checking that one out here on the channel. Also for things coming up to the channel in a more of a near future schedule, I believe my payment plan has finished for the Captain Rex Hot Toys, so whenever that comes in, we'll go ahead and unbox it like I did that Commander Cody here on the channel. And also, I'd mentioned this over on the Titan Cards channel. If you're not familiar, I do card box openings. Oh, that is linked at the top of the description, I believe, down below. That is the main channel where I upload, usually about 5 times a week. This time is, 2 to 3 times a week. But a lot more content over there if you just can't get enough of yours truly. But I actually went ahead, took the plunge, and completed my Legendary Collection Kaiba set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I ordered a bunch of packages from TCG Player. I'm going to unbox them all, judge the cards, because that's what I do for a living, make sure everything is actually pack fresh, first edition near mint, and I'll put them in my binder and show off my collection. It's like an amalgam of a mail video and that Weiss collection video that you guys enjoyed from a week or 2 ago now. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and open this on up. I have personally not opened this. I did purchase this from Anime Fix. I'll go ahead and put their logo right on screen. Of course, website link in the description down below. Local anime store here in St. Petersburg, Florida. So if you're in the Pinellas County area, Tampa Bay area, or not, you can order from their website. But I definitely recommend you stop by. Bobby is awesome. But Bobby had actually opened this when he got it in to make sure everything was good on the inside, nothing was broken. So I have had self-control and not looked at it. I've, of course, seen promo pictures, but I actually haven't checked it out myself. I did mention that Anime Fix haul video that I would be waiting until the Before You Buy, or not Before You Buy, Funko Versus, mixing up my own segments, to go ahead and check it out, and I actually wasn't lying. I didn't lie to you guys. I kept my word. Ooh. 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 Up. Hey. Rude. There's the top. Does have a little peek window. I can see his blue hair. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. I haven't even literally seen what it looked like yet. Alright. My first ever Mega House Gems. And definitely a way to start here with Grimmjow. Put the shipper box away, back on the shelf. But here we go. Here he is. In all of his black, white, and blue glory. Does have a little stone base as well. Grimmjow Jaeger-Jacques here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the side window. Does have his hand extended, looking ready to fight. A little bit of a back view. And let's take a look at the bottom. Nothing going on here at the bottom, so I'll just skip that. But alrighty, I am ready to open him on up. Now, there is, of course, as we just saw on the bottom, I like to open my figures from the bottom, so that way I can pretend they're still near mint, still seal the seal on top. But I can't do that, because there is no actual thing to open it up from the bottom. So we actually do have to go ahead and cut this seal. I gotta open stuff. Anyways. I don't know why. I like having my stuff minty fresh, but then I never actually get to touch it. But you know what? You can't get dust on your figures if they're not on display. I'm just saying. They can't get dusty. It's a pain to dust stuff. I have actually the Bishojo Storm, and it's cool. She has a really cool base. It's like a little whirlpool. But the thing is you can't really get the duster in there. So there's like, it's just kind of dusty. I might be able to vacuum it. I don't know if there's like a specific, because we have at the shop, but I also have at my house. Oh, there's more tape. I gotta cut more tape. All right, so while I cut the tape, better than cutting the cheese. But I wonder if there's like an attachment for like a Dyson, maybe Dyson vacuum. Definitely recommend, like, if you need a vacuum, I would put up the extra money to get a Dyson. I would recommend it to anybody who asks. Having the cordless vacuum makes vacuuming anything with a cord feel horrendous. It didn't used to feel that bad, but now I just can't do it anymore. I need to just be able to freely vacuum whatever I want. So I wonder if there's like maybe a little micro attachment I could get that might get in there, but I don't know. And I wish I had space in my room for like display cases. Like, that's one of my goals in life, is I want to be able to put all my stuff on display in a nice case that the stuff can't get dusty. So I really don't have too many defined goals. One of them is I'd like to own my own plates, and I'd like my place to have enough space where I could actually put all this junk that I have on display. Because it feels bad. I feel like a hoarder, right? I literally have a pile of boxes in my room of all my stuff because I don't have display space. My room is very tiny. For some reference, this is the same room that I was when I was literally an infant. So it has not grown with me. I've lived in the same house, same bedroom, so all of my collections that have been accumulating over the years, I don't have space for anything. Which is why, maybe why we might be putting the Naruto Funko Pops on the shelf at work instead of at my house. Maybe. Anyways, I think now would be a good time to ask you guys what the featured question of the episode will be. So, of course, for the chance to have your comment featured on screen on Thursday's Alley Plays, let me know who is your favorite Bleach character. Now, Grimmjow is very handsome. I've mentioned this before, though, but my favorite character from Bleach is Mayuri. Yes, Kurotsuchi Taicho. I'm one of those weirdos. I'm sorry. Me and Kubo, we have the same understanding. Kubo's favorite character is also Mayuri, which would, I'd really like him to do some kind of like Mayuri special. He's insane. I love him. I love him. I want like a nice quality Mayuri figure. Give me a Mayuri Gems. All right. So let's go into the view we all want to see here, looking like there's more tape for me to cut. Just thoroughly destroying the near mintness of all of this here for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. Alright, let's extract Grimmjow. I think I'd be able to get away with pulling off the tape on only one side here, and then folding it over. Up, I just ripped the tape. Whatever. I was trying to peel the tape off. We're just going for it. This is a job for Tiniest Knife, because Tiniest Knife is a bit sharper. I have cut 6 different things of tape for you guys today. Like I said, hope you guys are enjoying. That was loud. If there was any kind of... I gotta cut both sides of the tape. If there's any kind of cutting out there on the audio, it is because I decided the actual popping out of these little snap fit things was way too loud. Like, it was loud for me. I can only imagine how loud it was for you guys. So if you guys didn't hear anything there, that's what it was. I just went ahead and muted the volume. Pretty sure this is gonna get cut out. Right. I'm not going to detract anything from the score. I already gave this thing a 10 out of 10 before we got started. That was, you know, if anything changes, I will adjust accordingly. I won't take away any points for that, even though that was horrendously loud, because what that means is that the figure is very secure. So can't complain about that, but that was really loud. Definitely hurting my ears, so probably cut that out for you guys. But oh, I am liking what I'm seeing here. Let me go take out his sword as well. All right. It's a little bit odd. The plastic feels like it's a little slimy. Not sure if it's just the film that they were using to cover it up. Maybe something to do with the paint job. But it does feel a little bit weird. The figure itself does not feel weird. Just the actual plastic that it was stored in. But here is our figure. Wow. Of course, has his scar. Great paint job here on the face. The hair, wonderful sculpt. Nice and pointy, but also looks somehow soft and supple at the same time. Is Allie just pervert on Grimmjow for 30 minutes? Is that the title of the episode? Only time will tell. But I really like this sculpt here. Very dynamic. You've seen my other figure reviews. You will know that I do really appreciate dynamic sculpts. There is his, for the Sexta Espada here, his little 6 tattoo. Always gotta look. We always gotta look. Looks like he does have little black booty shorts on. We always gotta look. I don't discriminate. We always gotta check the butt. I like the paint job here on these shoes. Does really give them like a liquid shine. I like it a lot. Very impressed here. Very impressed. I feel like most of the regular Mega House figures I've seen are like nice, but I haven't been like blown away. But I really love this one here. Wasn't sure what to expect with the Gems line. Now it is supposed to be their premier line. I have had the Artworks Monsters, which I feel like is probably an equivalent to the Gems for Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, on the Titan Cards channel, I had unboxed the Blackluster Soldier. I have opened up my Blue Eyes White Dragon on my own time. Whenever the Red Eyes comes out, that is an Artworks monster. I'll do that here. I also have the Amakuni Stardust Dragon on order as well. So you guys will see those on the channel sometime. I think they're supposed to release this year. Don't know. Haven't pre-ordered on AmiAmi. I forget about it till they send me an email telling me it's time to pay. Whatever. I'll deal with it when we get there. But so I don't actually know when those come out. I think they were scheduled for 2021 though. But there is the base here, of course with Grimmjow's name, so he can stand on the rocks. So that's how he poses, and it does have the little foot pegs. And of course we do have his sword here. I think I don't know if I want to rewatch Bleach because I feel like that's time consuming. I feel like it might actually be quicker for me to do a read through once again. Has been a while. Alright, I was hoping I could just kind of store this in here. Alright, so let me make it like a 9.5 here. I would have loved to have been able to put that in there. But it's sealed up. I can't. He can only hold his sword. But it does look like his hand, he's supposed to be holding it. Like, it's perma-posed for the sword. So, it is how it is. I would have liked to have the option to be able to put his sword in the sheath, but it is what it is. Also, similar to the Funko Pop, look at that, we're doing a comparison here. The top of his shorts is painted white on the inside as well. That's a cool similarity there. You can see through a little bit. A little bit. It's dark. I don't think it shows up that it's white on camera just because of the angle. I have to hold it out the shadow. But if you guys can see back there, that actually is white on the inside. I think it's either a color saturation issue or just shadow. But when I hold it up straight to my face, I can't tell. I can tell that it's white. So that's cool. Appreciate that. Little details. Which I'm actually impressed that the Funko Pop had that. I was just expecting it to just be a blob on the inside. Alright, let's get him all fitted here. Alright, do like that. The foot pegs went in very easily. No little bending or extra pressure required. Just slid right on in. I have some older Kotobukiya Bishojos that don't even fit in the pegs. The Mystique that I have is out of the box. She just kind of sits on her base. I can pull her legs apart a little bit to get her to stick on the pegs. Doesn't stay whatsoever. Gorgeous figure, but doesn't stay whatsoever. They have improved a lot over the years of releases. But alright, here's Grimmjow. Let's go ahead. Looks like, based on the box, like I said, it's been a while. Looks like he is holding the sword this way. I honestly would have guessed, just based on the hand position, that it looks like it wants to be held that way, because the hand gap does seem a bit small there, but it isn't actually all the way closed like I was initially thinking it'd be. There is a little bit of wiggle room space between the thumb and the hand, so it's open like that. So, might have been better for me to stick the sword in before I put him on the base. However, I am actually once again impressed. Slides right in. Did take a little bit of effort to begin with, but once you had the base right here of his sword into his little grip, it just slid right in. So again, actually really impressed here. I was preparing myself for issues that we didn't even have. The foot pegs and the sword fitting into the hand. Wow, I'm really impressed. Like I said, very, very good. I don't know, I keep saying first impressions, but that's what it is. My first ever Mega House Gems. Really, really liking what I'm seeing here, making me more excited and fearful for my wallet to go ahead and pick up more. I'm liking it a lot. But alright, we're going to go back to full screen here, because I feel like we can't really look at the two of them at the same time. Grimmjow Gems takes up a lot of screen space. Looks like I should be holding him with my right, your guys' left. But yeah, here are the two guys here together. Really liking the way they both look. Both completely different things, fit different types of collection, but if you love Bleach, you love Grimmjow in general, I would definitely recommend both of these figures. If you're really excited about Bleach, I would recommend you go ahead and pick up the Renji and Grimmjow from Funko when they get reissued. Especially with the anime coming, if it does come this year like it's supposed to. I can imagine them picking up in popularity. Kind of like Naruto commons. They're still commons, but they're not easy to find. You just don't really run into them because a lot of people are looking for them, which is of course a good thing, but a little bit of a pain in the butt if you just want to go out, browse, try and find stuff on a regular basis and just can't find anything. But I'm really loving this figure. Very, very excited for the Yoruichi to come in. I don't know why I'm obsessed with, like, I'm just looking at my figure pile of stuff that I have over here, but I don't really have, I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, I don't have a lot of dude figures. It's all voluptuous women figures. I don't know. But the Yoruichi, I'm going to go ahead and put a link to it, the Emi. I think the pre-order window is already closed, but I'll put a link down there so you guys can see what that looks like. Ooh. It's a nice one. It's nice. It's nice. Make a Nell. Come on. Give me a Nell figure. And Nemu. And Mayuri. That's what I want. I want Nell and Nemu. But yeah, very cool. Very impressed here. Very happy with my decision to actually buy my first Mega House Gems. Like I said, I feel like a lot of the Mega House stuff that's more medium tier looks nice, but isn't super crazy. But it's nice to see that their higher end figures really do perform. Very pleased with everything. I was hesitant about the base. I thought it looked nice, but I was a little worried about the pegs, a little worried about the sword. Everything worked out fine. Very clean paint app. Very awesome sculpt. Love the way his face looks. Even has nail polish. Clean application of nail polish. Whoops. That could have been dangerous. It's a little, like, a slight gray color there on the nails. But just great. 10 out of 10 here on the figure. And give the Funko Pop 9 out of 10 just because of the paint, but Funko Pops are very hit or miss. They're either absolutely stunning, like I can't believe something this cheap has this great of a paint app, or they're kind of iffy. This one is more on the border of being a little iffy, but definitely, if it bothers you, you definitely go into the Sharpie, and especially on the boots, his his crop top, and his little belt there. You could tidy it up a little bit, but sculpt-wise, great on the Funko as well. But I love both of these figures. I know they're completely different things, but go ahead and let me know which you would prefer to have in your collection. I know definitely a lot of, personal restraints depend upon that question. Space, maybe money, maybe just style of figure. But I'm curious, go ahead and let me know which one you would like to have in your collection. If you had to choose between one or the other, maybe you don't like figures, you like Funko Pops, maybe you hate Funkos, you think they're soulless. A lot of people have that opinion. I don't disagree, but I still like them. But yeah. Grimjowception here. But anyways, before I start doing any like weird start like having Grimmjow versus Grimmjow fights here, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. But I had a really good time here. I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've unboxed it, any kind of review on figures. I was like, maybe I lost the touch, but I had a really fun time here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed checking out this Funko Pop and this Mega House Gems. Really love both of these, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, go ahead and leave answers to those questions I posed, including the one that gets a chance for you to have your comment featured on screen on Thursday in the comment section down below. And if you have anything else for me, I love reading your guys' thoughts right down there. Love reading your guys' comments. If you enjoyed the video, which I really hope you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not yet part of the Allie's Treasure Trove family, I'd love to have you with us. Make sure you're going ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, do have to give a big shout out to all my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much for your guys' above and beyond support. Really do appreciate each and every one of you. Do have 5 Ultimate Excavators: Dustin Archuleta, Jack Perez, Keith Muna, Mark Lennon, and Stephen Olivo. 1 Gemstone Miner of Andon, and 2 Crystal Collectors, David Mounts and Stephen Bly. Thank you so much. Like I said, to all of my patrons, appreciate you, whether you're on the tier to have your name read off or not. But of course, all patrons do have their names shown on screen at the end of every video here on the Trove. Even ones where I have to go back in and do a voiceover, like the speed up cosplay ones and whatnot, anything with no volume, I always got you guys there. So make sure you always stay to the end to see your name, hear it, or both. But thank you so much for watching this episode here. I was hoping maybe to have a bonus video tomorrow. Depends on how my Funko Pop hunt goes in the morning. We'll see. Maybe there'll be a haul video, maybe not. Like right now, it's looking like not. But of course, I will be back here Thursday with a new episode of Allie Plays. So make sure you come join me there. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I hope you'll join us next time as we unearth some more treasures here on Allie's Treasure Trove. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.